We are facing a global economic catastrophe, regardless of what happens. I mean, I don't think people understand that, there's a certain ebb and flow, a natural course of action that comes and to sustain energy security. And this requires energy to be flowing at a constant rate, consistently over time. Um, that's how the global economy works. There is a certain, you get energy moving. So the energy that starts moving today doesn't reach market until, X plus however many days. And so while this war has been going on, the energy that left their ports or left their places of production and entered the transit mode, that's been transiting and that's been making its way to various locations. Nothing has been following, nothing of substance. Um, in a very short period of time, measured in days in some instances, weeks in others, and maybe week, um, that energy that was in transit is going to run out, and there's nothing behind it. That's what people need to understand. We are going to have a global energy catastrophe no matter what happens. Energy, there's going to be a period of time, even if the Strait of Hormuz opened today, there would be a period of time measured 6 to 8 weeks where the world's going to have an energy crunch to which there is no solution. Um, and we're going to see oil go to $200 a barrel, guaranteed. You can't stop it. There's no way to stop it. It's just inevitably going down. This is why Scott Bessent, Donald Trump, and Marco Rubio and everybody else, they really are criminal entities for lying, for deceiving. They have enough money in the bank that they're going to be okay. But you have Trump out there saying that this whole concept of affordability is just a joke. Well, it's not a joke to people like me who have to go. I mean, I just came up from Washington, D.C., where I was down visiting my daughter who just gave birth. Um, just the 10 days that I was gone, the price of gas went up 50 cents a gallon. And you play this out over time, right now they're talking about 400, around 410, $450 a month additional cost to Americans. This is going to go up to 800, 1200, $1,500 a month additional costs to Americans. That's above and beyond what you pay just to live. How many Americans out there have an extra $1,500? How many Americans out there have an extra $480? The answer is not many. Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Many of them do. And when their paycheck isn't sufficient for the costs, there's no forgiveness in the banks. There's no forgiveness in the creditors. They come back and next thing you know, you're bankrupt, you're homeless, you're destitute. This is the future of the United States. This is the future of the world. This is the future of Europe. Um, and this is all because of Donald Trump. So logic says you must cease and desist military action at this point in time and get as much energy as you can flowing back into the system and then come up with, emergency, fixes, credit forgiveness, temporary forgiveness, whatever, to keep people afloat until you can get the energy back into the pipeline flowing at a consistent level and drop the price. But that's not what this president's going to do. This president right now, is playing stupid games. He was supposed to report to Congress on 60 days, War Powers Act. Instead, he says the war is over. The war's not over. This is a lie, a straight up lie. We have an act of war taking place right now in the blockade. Why Congress doesn't call him out on this is beyond me and say, Mr. President, you can say what you want. We know the war's not over. We're holding you in contempt. Maybe we'll impeach you. But Congress has given up its responsibilities under the Constitution a long time ago to serve as a separate but equal branch of government. Instead, they are cheerleaders for this cult of personality. And, so now we have a president that is, because he can't learn a lesson. Einstein was once credited with saying the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Right now, he is flooding the zone regionally with all the weapons that we had flooded the zone before: precision strike weapons, the interceptors, etc. As if this time around, it's going to make a difference. It's not. We can't beat the Iranians. We've already proven we can't beat the Iranians. There is no military solution. What will happen is that Iran will erase the United Arab Emirates, and I'm just saying it straight up. It will cease to exist as a modern nation state when this conflict is over, if we go into round two. Israel will be in trouble. The arrogance of the Israelis saying we will take out Iranian electrical generation capability. Well, the Iranians will take out desalinization. That's the end of Israel. Goodbye, до свидания, hasta luego, whatever you can say in Hebrew. The Iranians are ready. They're loaded for bear. They're not playing. And they told Aragchi went to Moscow and told Putin this is because the Russians and the Chinese have been telling the Iranians, take it easy. Don't disrupt everything. We can work this out. And Aragchi saying if they attack us again, this is what we're going to do. And Putin had a phone call with Trump and said, don't attack because there will be consequences that you will not survive. And I'm here to tell you right now, the president will not survive. This is the end of the Trump presidency. Maybe it's the best thing that we could ever have hoped for. But Trump is dead politically, finished, done. No matter how he tries to manipulate the internal domestic infrastructure, he will not hold on to the House. So he is going to be impeached nonstop in the last 2 years. And if he continues this catastrophe, he may lose the Senate to with a margin that allows conviction to be put on the table. And it's the end of the Trump era.